Hello and welcome, it's me, Lallen, and today we are playing Subnautica. If you have never heard of this game before, you are in for a treat. This is one of my favourite games over the last, say about 4 or 5 years now. It's started development a long time ago, and it's built up to be this amazingly wonderful, relaxing, stressful, scary game. It's really cool. It's set on an ocean planet where you have to survive basically by building a base and exploring deeper and deeper into the ocean. It's developed by a company called Unknown Worlds Entertainment, and it was officially published back in 2018 now, I do believe, but we're gonna just go in with a fresh game, start from scratch and build a base. We're going to do normal survival mode. You can see there's a few different modes here, creative, hardcore, freedom. We're just going to do normal survival so we get the full experience of the game. A little tiny bit of loading here, not too long. Do you like my hat? It's Pikachu. This is my official shutdown, lockdown hat. It keeps my head warm and also stops everyone seeing my messy hair. Can't get to a hairdresser's, of course. So I've got my hat on. It's got little dingly ball things on it, which is really cool. The cats love it. I haven't done any major streaming in ages. I used to do it quite a lot, and then I stopped for a year. Just a lot going on last year, and I decided to put it aside for a little bit and come back to it whenever it felt natural. Well, now's the perfect time really to delve back in and do a little bit of gaming. I absolutely love this game though. Out of all the games I've played, the last, I'd say my top game of the last 5 years. It's amazingly complex, as in it's not too complex. You can easily dive into it without much knowledge, but it can be quite complex when it comes to kind of the building and the construction of things, and also just knowing where everything is. But at the same time, it's an amazing story as well. Absolutely amazing. And we're going to see a little bit of it now. Here I am.
Launch in 3, 2.
As you can see, it's a first-person game. The Aurora exploding. We're in an escape pod. Boom! Shakalaka! Right, here we go. Fire! Right, you are. Let's get this fire out. Put out fire! There we go. There's quite a bit of reading. we'll skip a lot of the reading. I will summarise for you. Loading.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This is considered an optimal outcome.
Right, here we go, here's my menu.
PTA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive in an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice.
Right, so we are in here. Let's climb out the top here first of all. Let's do that. Get a view of where we are. So here we go. This is the world that we find ourselves on. It is a vast ocean layer. So that was the ship that we just came from, the Aurora. It's crashed into the sea. Here's our little escape pod, and we're going to go into the sea and start collecting stuff because we need resources. So here we go, and whoop. So we've got health, we've got food, and we've also got oxygen. So we have to keep an eye on all these things and make sure that we don't die. So what we're looking for now is these little rocks here. There you go, handy little helpers at the beginning there, just to point in the right direction. What we're looking for is iron deposits, and we're also going to need some rubber, which you can find in these little kelp farms over here. Let's just get some oxygen. Now, because the ship has crashed, there's a lot of debris being thrown around everywhere, which we can collect up, and we can later on change that into iron. Just grab a few for now. Right, this is what we want, these little pods here. I'm going to grab a couple of those.
New blueprint acquired.
And we're going to head back now.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse
It's such a beautiful game.
Further study recommended.
It's really nice and calm. Here at the moment, this is like a safe area. There's no enemies, nothing that can kill you in this little area here. It's nice and calm, relaxing. The further out you go, you'll encounter all sorts of creatures, and the deeper you go, the more hectic and more scary it gets. Actually, it's quite dark and gloomy, and there's some really horrible things deep down. But you need to research and build in order to get down there. We're just looking for some more iron here.
Copper,
some copper
is an essential component.
That's
of
not
all
bad. That's
powered
not
equipment.
bad at
Your
all.
probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Unlikely but plausible. I like my odds. It's very good. Okie dokie. We're looking. I've actually got myself turned around. Where am I? Oh, here I am. Oxygen. I think I need like one more iron. Let's have a look here. Where's my iron? Crumbs, I've been very unlucky at this spawn. There doesn't seem to be any around here. Still a nice relaxing swim. Oxygen. You hear a lot of that right at the beginning of the game, because at the moment all we've got is our lung capacity, which is not a lot, so we're literally just holding our breaths right now. Later on we'll be able to make, say later on, very soon actually, we should be able to make some oxygen tanks, which will help us. I'm just looking for these ores. Ah, here we go, there's one over here. There we go, titanium, that's what we've got. I said metal earlier on, it is titanium. And we're going to grab some quartz as well, we'll need some of that later. And that fish there.
New creature discovered.
This is a bladderfish. This is one of the most useful fish in the game. It's used for filtering seawater into drinking water. Which you can see there, I've also got a first meter as well. So I've got oxygen, health, food and water. You need to keep those up throughout the game. It does get a lot easier later on. Easy way of getting around the food problem, which we'll explore very soon actually. Right, okay, so we're here. Is the fabricator working? The fabricator's got enough power to do some work, so we can actually break down these into titanium, which we're going to do. We've got power here at the top here. This is how much power is in this system, and every time you use it, the power drains down, so we can only do so much. It's got it's powered by the sun, whatever that's called. Right, we're looking for things. That's what we want. We want to make some silicone rubber, and we should be able to make that from the creep vine seeds that we've just picked up. So we're gonna create a couple of those. Now, lucky us, we should be able to make a survival knife. That's going to help us do a few bits and pieces.
From standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime.
We're also going to create some fins that will help us to swim a little bit quicker, which is really, really cool. And some oxygen tanks.
Using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
So there we go. There's our fins. There's our oxygen tanks, and we've got some plants that we want to just fabricate. If we keep those plants for too long, they will begin to rot. So we'll transform them into rubber now and put them in storage. Right, so the next thing we want to make is a repair tool. Let's have a look at what we need for that. This one here. So we need cave sulfur. This is where the I said the knife is going to come in handy. Actually, it probably won't come in handy at all. You'll see what I mean in a second. But we're going to go hunting. I'm just going to put all this stuff in here for now. We're going to get rid of that. Actually, you know what? We're going to make some water while we're here. And in fact, actually, we've got some health bars in here. Yeah, there we go. Health bars. We're going to create some water. And then we'll just top up our food and drink. And there we go. Now we're good to go. Let's dive. Right, so what we're looking for now is caves, not these, ones that go a little bit deeper. We're looking for sulfur deposits which appear in the nests of these creatures, which explode when they get near you. Which is really, really fun. It's not. I'm lying. We're going to pick up these.
Sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
There we go, just get these resources, keep an eye on our oxygen. We've got a little bit more oxygen now, so we can take our time, we don't have to rush.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, 30 seconds by eventual asphyxiation.
I need to get out here.
Silver-based wiring kits are an essential component of many habitat
Just need to get
modules.
some oxygen. That cave's going a little bit deeper than I was hoping. We're going to find a shallower one. There's a few around here, so we should be able to find one. Back to this that leads into the one we were just in. Just looking for these little buggers. Where are they? I can't see a thing. I don't like that at all. It's way too dark in there. No, we're going to find a different one. I am not going in there. Not doing it. It's actually getting dark, as in it is night time now. It's that lovely little sunset, which is going to make cave diving a little bit of a bugger. Let's just grab this guy. Alright, fair enough. Look, let's head back to our little pod here, and we'll see if we can create a light. I've got some copper, so I might be able to just get away with it. Right, what do we need? We need a battery. Batteries. Oh, there we go. Just need a couple of acid mushrooms. Let's do it. These are acid mushrooms. 1, 2. See, making batteries in this game is easy. Only real batteries are that easy. Get a bit of copper, some mushrooms, boom, battery. Okie, there's one battery, and we need some glass, and we create glass with the quartz we had there. 2 pieces of quartz equals 1 bit of glass equals a flashlight. Okay, now swap over to our flashlight. There we go. Just make sure we've got a full oxygen bar before we go in. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Big gasp. So we can find some sulfur. Yeah, that's much better. There we go. See where we're going now. It's so easy to get lost in these caves, especially much further down if you're not careful. Oh! Just turn my light off. Okay. Nothing doing here.
Detecting increased local radiation levels.
See that thing there? Looks like a little bit like a shark or swordfish. That's dangerous. Not dangerous, but if you get near it, it will take a bite out of you. So we are going to avoid that for now. Let's get some resources. We need to find a different cave because we really want to get this sulfur now. All these fish you can catch, and then you can use the fabricator to cook and eat. Keep yourself nice and well fed. And there's lots of different types of fish. Lots to explore, lots to see. What I really love about this game is its soundtrack. It's so... It fits very well. Oh! That noise? That's what I'm looking for. Where on earth did he come from? Because wherever he came from, I need to be there. So check in here. Ah, well, here we go. There's two.
30 seconds.
They're gonna explode. Right in my face. That hurt a little bit. Nothing I can't handle. But hopefully that should give us some sulfur now. So let's go in and grab that. So we go to the nests. Pick up that. Pick up. Oh, there we go. Light back on. And while we're here, oh, some gold. Very nice. Grab the quartz. This is a fish egg. We don't really want that just now. That's something for later on. You can build inside your bases tanks which you can grow fish. So you can have like a big old tank of fish and you just keep breeding them and using them as food. So that's one way of keeping your food supplies going. Right, okay, we've got sulfur. Let's head back now to our base. Oh god. Ah, that's better. Yeah, I was saying the soundtrack is amazing. It's so chilled out. There's very few soundtracks I actually do listen to when I'm travelling. Remember travelling to work? I used to do that. And when I was travelling to work on the trains, as you do, I used to listen to this quite a bit. I love it. It's very calming. Maybe not this track now, but some of it. Okay, right. Where are we? What we're doing? We want to make a repair tool. Let's just remind ourselves what we need here. Repair tool, cave sulfur. We need to get our silicon rubber out of storage, which is just here. Okay, I think that's two, just in case. And there we go, repair tool. Now we can go to our repair tool and we can start repairing our little pod here. Magic! There we go.
Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
Beautiful. There's lots of stuff to read, lots of little entries, and there's also a device later on you can pick up which you can use to scanning every single piece of plant, every fish, creature, beast. You can scan just about anything and learn all sorts about your world you're in. Certainly not something we'll do for the live stream, but if you're playing this by yourself, it's quite fun just to learn about fauna and fauna. Flora and fauna, sorry. Flora and fauna? Whatever. Right, we've got some fish. Let's cook some fish. You see here you can use this to cook. We're going to cook the bladderfish, which was a really poor choice because I should have used that for getting some water. But for now, it doesn't really matter.
The flavor of unsavory meat with salt or locally sourced herbs and spices.
Let's eat. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And we're going to just shove some of this stuff into storage. We're going to take the health pack with us. Okay, so next things next. I think we need a scanner. So let's see what we need for this. We need some batteries for sure. This one. Battery and titanium. Easy peasy. Do we have any copper? Yep, we got copper. Do we need wire for this, don't we? Scanner? No, just titanium and batteries. Batteries just need the copper, the raw copper, and the mushrooms, right? Oh, what am I looking? Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Acid mushrooms. So let's just slide that down. We'll get ourselves a couple more mushrooms. Yummy! Do love a good mushroom. Right! Batteries away! Anyway, I hope you're all home and safe at the moment. It's an absolutely lovely day. Really bright, very warm. I hope you're keeping yourselves all occupied. I'm, of course, I've got my website and got my work and I got my gaming. So that's keeping me very, very occupied at the moment. Cats are loving it because the garden's open all day long, so they just come and go as they please, and they love that. Trish is still working upstairs, so at the moment I've got some time to myself here, so I am just doing some gaming. Right, okay, let's what am I doing? What have I just done? Let's have a look. There's my battery, so now I need some titanium, and we've got loads of titanium in here. Put that back, and there we go. Scanner.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage tech.
There's lots of components around here, so we did see one a little bit earlier. That's one of the very first things I'm going to want to make is some form of transport. And the fragment I saw, it's over here somewhere, is a kind of like a handheld transport which you can use to propel yourself forward much quicker than you can swim, and we're going to need that for the next step. There is a radio. When I go back to the base next, I will repair the radio, and then that will start picking up broadcasts from other pods that have crashed. Like messages from other survivors and locations of places to go and explore. It's all quite fun. I can't find where that thing was. Well, we're just gonna have to explore ourselves. Oh, here you go. What's down here? Anything in here? Yep. Oh, a laser cutting fragment. Not what we was looking for. And that's given us a 33% over progress on that blueprint.
30 seconds.
Ooh, better go up. Better go up. Look at that. Deep, deep dark blue. And there's a little thing there.
Range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity.
Let's go and see this. This is kind of like the whales of the seas here. They're the graceful giants. You can just about hear them. See, look at those. Beautiful. Anyway, not what we're looking for now. So let's not get ourselves too distracted. It's quite unnerving, all the noises. There's lots of all the different monsters. I say monsters. All different sea creatures have different noises they make, so you can tell just by hearing them. There's a lot of very peaceful sea life, and there's a lot of sea life that just wants to eat you. Trick is knowing which is which. Just going to scan this quickly. Boom! I won't do that for everything. That fell because these, where are they? Those shark-like things, they pick up the scrap metal, they're kind of attracted to it, and they kind of distribute it around. So you'll find, but there you go, you see this guy here, he's got one. What's he doing with it? Just going to drop it down there. There we go. So they pick up all the fragments and they distribute it. They move it around. So I'm just looking for fragments to scan. Ooh, not quite yet. If you run out of oxygen, you will black out and you will die. And what happens is you respawn back in your base. There's no real major consequences. I don't even think you lose any of your items. I'm not sure if that's changed at all. But last time I was playing this game, you pretty much kept everything you had. But you'd kind of like be transported back to the last base you went in, because you can build multiple bases. You don't have to build just one. All this land is buildable on everywhere you go and everywhere you see. Look at this. You can build. It's very limited at the start of what you can build. But if you're a bit expanding that, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building this this vehicle, and then I'm going to be heading to an island. It's one of the very few places where you can actually. There we go. That's the sea guide. That's what I'm looking for. Let's get this, and that'll give me some extra titanium. It's one of the very few places where you can go on land, but it also has some of the most valuable building pieces on. So that's going to look like my next location. But I do want to build a constructor, because I may need to build a small base for storage when I get there. So let's take a look and see what I need to build the Sea Glide. So here we go, we've got vehicles now. So I need battery, lubricant, copper and titanium. Let's start off with lubricant. I need the kelp forest. I need more of those lovely glowing eggs. They could be transformed into either rubber or lubricant. Multi-use. And we're going to need it for lubricant. So we're just going to grab a few of these. That will do lovely. Might need to just pop up. That's kind of like a vent, a hot air vent. You don't want to get too close to it because you will burn, and it's never nice. Lubricant it is. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum.
Lubricant is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
And then we're going to create some silicon with the spare ones. We need silicone more than we need lubricant for sure. Great! Next. We're going to need some more batteries and some copper wire, so we're going to need a lot more copper. And I don't think I've got too much here. See if this would do. How much is it for just 2 copper for the copper wiring? And the battery, we need the battery now. Perfect, we've got enough. We just need those little mushrooms and we are good to go. Now, one of the things you will notice about the game is it doesn't give you any of this information. It's the type of thing you have to learn. There is a bit of learning about it. You can of course look up online, but once you pick it up, you'll be fine. But you know, I think it's fun to learn by exploring and doing. This is one of those games that it never pushes you ahead. It never forces you to do anything you don't want to do or go anywhere you don't want to go. A second. It's, you know, it allows you to play at your own pace, and I think that's a beautiful thing. You know, there's no urgent missions to complete. There's no urgency at all. You know, it's always just take your time. Later on, there is a storyline that plays out, and you would think that there was some urgency to it, but actually, do you know what? There really isn't. At no point is there any major kind of like big. You need to be here to do that. There's a couple of countdowns, but they're for minor things that don't really make any difference if you're there or not. So, for example, there's events, and we're going to see one of those events pretty soon, actually, with the Aurora. I'm going to stick around here until that happens. Let's get this battery. So there's like live island events, but again, you know, they're just visual things. You know, they don't really make any difference. They're just there to gently push the story along. But the main story points happen as you choose in the timing of them.
Seek fluid intake.
I will do. Right, okey-dokey. So there we go, Sea Glide. We have ourselves a Sea Glide. Now
The
what
Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Thank you very much. Right, let's take some water. I'm going to put this rubber away. We are running out of room, so we're going to build. Where are we? A habitat builder. So this is a little bit of a more complex build. We're going to need a computer chip, we need a battery and a wiring kit. And this is
continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Basically, the big ship that we saw, the Aurora, has been damaged quite badly. Its reactor, and it's not in good shape.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah, we'll take the medikit with us. Right, so we are going to need the following. We're going to need a computer chip and a wiring kit, and we're going to need some gold, copper, some table coral samples. Those are easy to get. The gold is the hardest part there. Some silver. What did I put in here? I've got some gold, and luckily enough for me, I've got some silver. But how much silver and how much gold have I got? Have I got enough to do this? I got very lucky in those deep caves. Usually you have to go down a little bit deeper where the kelp farm is to find these things. I got very lucky. It's good for us because this means we're going to move along. Let's do the wiring kit. 2 silvers. We need some copper, and I think that's all I'm short of now is some copper. So let's go back in here, put some of these things away, keep hold of the kit for now. Yep, looks good. Let's go and find some copper. We're going to do some exploring. We're going to want to see if we can find some of those fish as well, food and water. Gonna grab hold of this.
New creature discovered.
Get my torch up so we can see what we're going. Okay. Let's check to see if there's anything in here that I might have missed. Oh, there's a chair here. See, I can scan this. There's furniture you can scan as well. Just for decoration purposes, really. Don't really add any information to the game.
Acquired.
Oh, torch, please. Thank you very much. See, there's a big chunk of the ship's fallen off here. You find these throughout the game, and some of them you can actually enter and go into and find all sorts of cool stuff. Oxygen. Right, so we're copper hunting and fish hunting. These are the fish that I'm looking for. One of those. One of those. And that guy there as well. Right. Okay, let's find some minerals. Woo! See that? Super fast fish. There we go. Look at this. Perfect. There's some copper.
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance. Depth
Did I get
90
that?
meters.
I think I
leading to
dropped
an
it.
unknown environmental
No, I got it. I thought I just dropped it. There's salt here. We don't need it right now. I'm not going to pick it up. It's just going to get in the way of our storage. Salt can be used to keep fish, cooked food longer, basically. If you cook food and then put it away, it will rot. Eventually, it will go rot, and it doesn't really do anything. I think it basically, when you're eating any fish and stuff like that, it increases your thirst, because it's obviously it's salty, and that increases the amount of thirst you have, and so you have to counteract that. And I think when it's rotten, I think it hurts your health a little bit, and it also increases the amount of water you need. But there is a way of getting around that without even using any salt, is that you can store fish without cooking them indefinitely. So you just grab the live fish and you just don't cook them, and then you don't have to use any salt. That means you don't have to pick up any salt, and it means you don't have to spend ages building extra storage specifically for salt, because it will take up huge amounts of room to go around picking up every little bit of salt you find. Okay, so I've got 2. I think I want 1 more just to be sure. There's one down here I can see. So these little outcrops, as they're called, each one can be found at different depths. So kind of like the more rare ones, you'll get deeper down, and they each have different chances of things popping out from them. So for example, these ones here, I'm getting lead, and these ones I can get the standard ones. You can get copper and titanium, and then rare ones gold, silver, and then eventually stuff like lithium and other fine resources. I think we're good. I'm just going to grab this one. We're going to go back because we are getting thirsty. And if you get too thirsty, your health will start dropping down. Same with hunger. This is my favourite type of fish. It's called a Gary fish. I'm going to scan the Gary fish. I love this. Where is he? There he is. Gary fish. He's so cute. I'm going to eat him.
Discovered.
I'm not sure if we're going to see him today, but there is actually a pet you can get in this game. There's a little fish you can get that will follow you around. Absolutely cute as buttons. But you'll encounter him a little bit deep down there. I don't think we're going to get that far today. We're just going to build ourselves a very basic base. How we're doing for time? We are good. We've just got enough time to get that all done. We've got room here. I'm just going to grab some resources from here. These are table corals. We need those for some of our build. Great! Let's just remind ourselves of what the hell we're doing. We are building ourselves a habitat builder. We've got a wiring kit already. Batteries. Let's just do that. We know that recipe very, very well. Are we acid mushrooms? That's what I forgot to pick up. Let's go and grab a couple of those now. And then we do desperately need to get some water. 1, 2. 2 mushrooms. Let's feed ourselves, shall we? Foodie, foodie, foodie. Right, water first of all. 1, 2. So this is filtered water you get from these fish. You can get pure water, which you can find in
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Crates that they're kind of like being spawned around the various crash sites.
Bodily fluids and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
Right, here we go. 1,
It is common for
2,
those accustomed to synthetic foods
and
to be
we're gonna
repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
Okay, 1 battery.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Right, so we've got the battery, we've got the wiring kit, we need a computer chip now, and we can do that by gold and copper wire. So, copper wire here. We've got some gold in here. Oh, I've just made myself another sea bloody blade, haven't I? Big mistake. Wow, what an idiot. Oh man, now what do I can't believe that. Right, okay, what's the damage? For one thing, storage. I just clicked the button by mistake. Oh well. So we need the battery and the computer chip. Computer chip's fine. Battery, ugh, need more copper. What a ball's ache. My mistake there. Click happy, that's my problem. Just click, 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 click. Now I have 2 sea glides. I will grab the sulfur while I'm here. It's always useful. It's kind of a rare resource much later on. So. Right, here we go. Great, that's just what I'm looking for. Some silver. Silver, perfecto. Let's grab that, and then let's get the hell out of Dodge. Do need a tiny bit more copper. I need 2 bits of copper. Shouldn't take us too long to find an extra bit. So silver is really worried about, I think. Here we go.
30 seconds.
Titanium. luckily for me, I can create external storage, so I'm going to put the extra sea glide in. Oh, hello. Perfect. Right. Okay, let's go. The map for this game is quite big actually. It's massive. And it goes down quite deep as well. So there's plenty to explore. Plenty to see, plenty to do. Right. From scratch. Okay. We've got the wiring kit. We need copper wire. We need the computer chip. Careful now, Luke. Steady now.
New blueprint acquired.
Battery. Here we go. I need copper ore. So I am short on a piece of copper. And a couple of mushrooms. Okay, here we go. What we got here? Come on, copper. Titanium! Ah! Copper! Yes! Just what the doctor ordered. Right, okay, here we go. Oh, mushrooms! Mushrooms. There's one, there's two. And now, hopefully, should be good to make a battery. And with the battery comes a habitat builder. Thank God for that.
The Builder, too, is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Right, okie dokie. So, now we've got that. Let's just check out. Where is our habitat builder? Here we go. Repair tool, habitat scanner, habitat builder. We're going to put that into our 5th slot. There we go. Perfect. So 5. And here is our construction. These are all the things I can currently construct. You see, I can do these types of compartments. There's a glass one, there's an X, a T, an L, an I, and foundations. And then an L glass, can't even speak, L glass compartment, a vertical connector, hatch, window, and reinforcements. Now, what I'm going to want is enough resources to build a couple of these compartments and a hatch. So I'm going to need quartz and titanium, and some more titanium, and I also want to be able to build one of these fabricators. So I need gold, table coral, I've got titanium, I've got so we just need some gold. So that is exactly what we are going to do now. We're going to find some gold. I'm just going to take this health, and actually I'm a little bit heavy with stuff, so I'm going to create this down here for now. Where are we? Oh, do you know what? I can't create that in here. I'm going to create some external boxes. There you go, waterproof locker. And actually, while I'm here, I will just repair. The radio's repaired, we're just going to turn it on.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9.
Basically, there is no help coming. There is no rescue coming. We are stuck.
Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life forms.
Right, let's drop. That is not my menu. That's my menu. Let's drop this. There's a little thing on top here, so you can actually name this. So you can call this Luke's Lucky, Lucky locker. Actually, no, I can't even fit that in since it's called Luke stuff. And you can only fit one F on there, so there you go, Luke's stuff. We're going to pop this in here. I don't want that sea glide anymore, this is taking up room. All this stuff's no good to me, don't need that. Don't need that for now. Tasty fish can stay with me for now. And the extra copper, the extra titanium. So, we are going to head over here. We're going to go a little bit deeper and see if we can find some gold. That's what we're missing. Need some oxygen.
Oxygen.
See, there's a power for this, so we're going to want to create some extra batteries to be able to put into this.
Survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity.
Thank you.
Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Oh, hello, this is interesting. This is the bioreactor fragment. We now have a bioreactor, which is good. It means we can create electricity from biological stuff, so like air, fish, plant life.
30 seconds. Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
So the ship is going to explode in a little while, so we want to be there for that. It's quite spectacular. Torch. Looking for gold. Going for gold. Silver. No gold for now. Copper. What do we get? Lead. Here we go. Let's be risky. Let's do it. Lead. Gold. See, it's so easy to get turned around in these. Especially if you haven't got flippers on or a water tank. It's so easy just to get yourself turned around and get out to